Yo, what is good, Celtics Nation? Welcome back to the Bleed Green post game. We got Celtics Raptors here in Toronto. The Celtics coming into this game, Ricky, on a 4-game winning streak, looking good. Thought this could be, somewhat of a trap game. Kind of looked like it. I mean, the first quarter we looked okay. We're down by 6 going into the second, and then the second quarter, Ricky, we looked absolutely dominant. I think we outscored them by 22 points in the second quarter, 39-17, and then second half, man. The second half woes, or quite frankly, the third quarter woes are just terrible, man. We got outscored, 32-19, and then the fourth quarter was sloppy as well. But overall, we won the game. A win is a win. You take it as it is. In 3 months from now, we're not going to look back and be like, oh, but you remember that Raptors game? We're not going to say that. We're going to look at it as it is a win. We're still building chemistry. Overall, not a bad game, and when you can win a game with Tatum playing that bad, you'll take it. What is your first thoughts on this game? Because I don't feel bad, but I don't feel amazing.
Yeah, I would say this is probably their worst win of the season. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
They had an excellent second quarter. Right?
Yeah.
Almost 40 points, 39 points in the quarter, dominant. Getting points in the paint, getting away from it again in the third, settling for bad shots, not taking the time to pass the ball, try to get a better look. They're just hucking threes, chuck and duck. Like I say, I'll say this before, I'll say it again. Not all wins are created equal, just like not all losses are created equal. A win's a win. I'll take it. I'm not gonna wish they lost, but this was only a game that they won because the Raptors don't have the talent to close their games. If they did, we would be looking at this as because if they really had a closer, they gave the Raptors this game to close, and the Raptors, quite frankly, don't have the players to close that type of game. Derek White obviously getting it done for the boys, closing it out. Kristaps Porzingis doing this thing. Jaylen Brown with a couple of good shots in the game. Sam Hauser again doing his thing, putting up points. Al Horford, 2 clutch threes in the fourth. A lot of good basketball. Jason Tatum did struggle, but again, I want to see him get in his bag and go for the twos. If that guy's not falling, Jason, put the ball on the floor and go get a 2. He's better than 99% of the league at just putting the ball on the floor and getting a 2. So I just want to see that be done more for this team, because I feel like when this team starts to settle for the 3, we end up catching ourselves in a really rough spot where we're just constantly, just trying to huck up threes and hopefully the 3 ball's going to fall. Listen, if you're 1 for 10, stop shooting the 3. It's just not your night. Not everybody's night is going to be 4 for 10 or 6 for 10 or 8 for 10. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're going to have a 1 for 10 game. That's okay. But just stop. Just stop the bleeding. Just go ahead and just go take the 2. But I know that's not how Coach Mazzulla coaches this team. He tells them,
not at all.
3. It doesn't matter if you miss. I would rather you take that 3. And, again, this was a win, and I'll take it. But if this team – they played to the level of competition. If the Raptors really had a team, they would have won this game.
Yeah, and if Scotty Barnes was 2 years older, I think they win this game. Scotty Barnes had a rough night. He's a very good player, had a rough night. If he had a good game, they win this game. If they shot better from the free throw line, they won this game. If they hit 1 or 2 more threes, they probably win this game. In the fourth quarter, we were terrible, didn't want to hit any shots, and then JB and Derek White come off the bench and won us that game. Those guys won us that game. We were down by a couple points. Jalen hit a layup, and Derek White hit the 3 in the corner. I will say one thing, Ricky. The ball movement looks really good, man. We're always finding the open man, even when the threes aren't falling. Ball movement looks good.
Yeah. When they want to pass, though, Fubs, this is the problem. The ball movement looks excellent. They are great passers. They have great chemistry already. I'm already seeing that 2-man game with PP and Hauser. I see that game that you were talking about. So when they want to pass the ball, when they want to spread the love, they can do it better than anybody. But the problem is that we get into these transitions, and then the first guy who's touching the ball at the, that can take a 3, they just chuck it. Chuck it. And the problem is, I've just seen it way too many times this year already, where it's more likely than not we're averaging, 35. 33% from 3 when we're doing this type of stuff, and we're just not taking quality threes. We're not running the clock enough. We're not trying to settle for. We're settling. We're not trying to get the better shot here. We're just trying to say, we're coached to shoot this 3, so let's chuck it. And I
Yeah.
just feel like that's, against a good team, against a Denver,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be good enough against Denver.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
probably
not.
not good. That's probably not good enough against the Lakers, if I'm being honest, the way they look right now. You know what I mean? It's not. I think at the end of the day, you have to be able to score in every aspect of the game. And look, we're being critical because we got to talk post game. The
Yeah.
Celtics are going to be fine, so nobody's
Yeah.
hitting the panic line. Y'all can relax in the comment section. No one's asking for a fire sale. No one's picking on the team.
Yeah.
But this is the facts, right? You had a gangbuster second quarter, and then you fell flat on your face in the third. Why? Because you stopped trying to score in the paint and you started chucking up threes. That's the facts. Okay,
Yeah.
so we just have to look at it real objectively here and say, can this team be more diverse in the way they score?
We're
And if
just
they can, well, we know they can, but,
Yeah.
but will they? There's a
We're just so predictable, man. And it is Joe Mazzulla. We've heard him say at press conferences, we want to shoot 50 threes a game. We want to do that. It's just like, I get it. When we're hitting threes, we're the best team in the league. But when we're missing, we're not the best. We're quite frankly probably bottom half when the threes aren't flying. If we're shooting 29%, 33%, we're gonna still shoot 50. We're just gonna get blown out. So that's why I continue to say it. I want to see Joe Mazzulla know when to adapt to the game situation, take what the defense is giving you, because quite frankly, Porzingis, the second most efficient post big in the league last year, get him in the post more. Jason Tatum, you said it, he can hit mid ranges, he can pick and choose his spots whenever he wants. Jaylen Brown is probably one of the most efficient mid range shooters in the game. Why are we not getting more of those? You have Drew Holiday, you have Derek White who can hit floaters. Let's get more of that action going. I think we need to. But overall, I do want to point out one guy, give someone a lot of credit. One, Sam Hauser, but two, more importantly, Al Horford. How big was he? Not only last game, but this game. Hit two big threes back-to-back. We looked like we were falling apart there. I believe it might be early fourth quarter was happening. But Al hits back-to-back threes, puts us back up, I believe, 94-91. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe it was about 4 minutes left in the fourth. I could be a little off there.
Yeah.
I know what sequence you're talking about. Hit one in the corner,
Yep.
and then transition. He kind of like I didn't know if he was going to take it at first, and then he kind of just like, yep, okay, we're going to pass, and then he passed it back, and then he took the ball back, and he's like, all right, it's going to go up now, and he
Yep.
it in. Yeah, that was I think it tied, and then it put us up 3 or up 5
Yep.
or something like that. And
Something like that.
The game was slipping away from us, so. Yeah, crucial threes. I like Al more involved. I like that he's getting more minutes. He's been a good defensive player for us, and obviously lackluster offensively. But that's not really, I feel like, an Al Horford thing. I feel like it's just he's kind of working with the minutes that he's had.
Yeah.
And obviously, as the season goes, guys will get banged up, and he'll play more, and he'll get more minutes and stuff. And during the postseason, he's just going to be a crucial member. You're going to see lineups starting to shrink, and hey, it might just be him and. At this rate, him and Hauser, that's the only one getting playoff minutes because I don't know if I trust PP getting.
I was just about to bring that up, man. 1 for 5 from 3.
He's not shooting the ball well, dude. He's passing it well. He's got good ball handling. They obviously trust him late in games to handle the ball, knowing that he's not going to turn it over. But he's got major issues shooting the basketball. I mean, they're letting him shoot it at this point. They're just like leaving him open and letting him shoot it, and he's not even. I mean, he's not even.
You gotta think he's gonna turn around. We know he's a good shooter. He will turn around. I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. Listen, you know me, man. I told you, I'm Team PP. You know that. I want to do well. It was nice seeing 2 pro Ducks play tonight. Barnes and him go up against each other. I was like
Scotty Barnes, Oregon boy.
No, sorry, Boucher.
Oh, Chris Boucher. Okay.
Not Scotty Barnes. My bad. Boucher.
Okay, yeah, Boucher. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I want to see more out of Payton Pritchard, but overall, we had a lot of concerns with the bench coming into the season. Sam Hauser's looked lights out, man. I mean, like we said, he's shooting like 60% from 3 in November. That's incredible. Al Horford's been amazing. If we get no step up of Payton Pritchard, I think this team has what it takes to go a very long way. Like we said, we're not panicking. This team is good. I think it's an ugly win, like Ricky said, but overall, I'm okay with it. When Tatum can shoot like that and we can still win the game, that just shows how much versatility this team actually has. Yeah, and I think it's solid. I think there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yep.
And we got Memphis on Sunday. We got the Hornets coming up, the Magic, the Bucks next Wednesday. So, we should win. We should win at least three of those games, maybe even 4, maybe go on a 9-game win streak. But we will be covering that all in the podcast. It will be out Saturday night on Spotify, so go check out the Spotify. Link is in the chat or in the comment section. And then also subscribe to the Celtics channel. We're gonna have post-game episodes. We're gonna have the podcast video version out on this channel. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family. And if you guys comment a question in the comment section, we will answer every single question in the mailbag part of our podcast. So make sure you guys do that. Anything to say, Ricky, before we head out of here?
Yeah, man, just hit that comment, hit that like button, hit those comment sections. Let's hear what you guys what your thoughts are on how the game was, how you felt about it. We always love to hear everyone's opinions on things, even if y'all want to be critical at Maddie and I always enjoy those too. So yeah, man, good win overall. I think ultimately it's you're not going to win them all the same. So man.
Big win, but an ugly win. We'll take it. We'll move on to the next one. Appreciate you guys coming through, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.